It's Halloween, All Hallows Eve, a day where we dress up in costumes, go on trick-or-treating, and possibly watch some horror movies. The day when fear is welcome. Tonight, I bring you video number 2 on my 5 more disturbing Ninjago moments. Now this one, I have a friend to help me with this one. Please welcome Overlord 1469, as he will be helping me count down 5 more disturbing Ninjago moments.
Some of you may remember the genius in Ninjago known as Cyrus Borg, CEO of Borg Industries. After Lloyd defeated the Golden Master, the Overlord's remnant connected to the building's hard drive, thus becoming the Digital Overlord. When the ninja took their students on a field trip to Borg Industries, Borg gave them the Technoblades, tools they could use to hack into electronic machinery under the control of the Digital Overlord. However, Borg had to pay the price. He was pinned onto a surface, and the Digital Overlord made work on him. After this, he was reborn as the cyborg known as Overborg. Though shown off screen, the implications of what happened are some of the most disturbing you will find in what is supposedly a kids' show.
Widely regarded as the most disturbing moment in all of Ninjago, this scene takes place during the second to last episode of Season 2, titled Return of the Overlord. In essence, the title speaks for this scene itself, as it shows the Overlord's return to Ninjago after nearly being defeated by the first Spinjitzu Master. The balance has shifted, and what does the Overlord do for his first act in coming back to Ninjago? He possesses his follower, Lord Garmadon. Bit by bit, he turns Garmadon into a horrifying creature. Watching this scene as children frightened a lot of us back when it first came out in 2012, and is still regarded as a terrifying and disturbing scene even more than half a decade later.
Season 8 introduced a Nindroid we had never met, a mystery, quite literally, because that is his name, Mr. E. Harumi, leader of the Sons of Garmadon, a gang with the goal to revive Lord Garmadon, used him to aid her cause, and did so successfully. Our very own Nindroid we know and love, Zane, was defeated by his hand and left for dead in the Sea of Sand. After the Sons of Garmadon successfully took control of Ninjago City, Mr. E was tasked to search for the Green Ninja and bring him to Emperor Garmadon. However, Mr. E failed, and Garmadon showed him his wrath, ripping him to pieces. You can feel his agony, and this can definitely be recognized as one of the darkest moments in Ninjago history.
This scene happens during the second episode of the 8th season of Ninjago, titled The Jade Princess. What basically happens in the scene is not only disturbing, but also eerily resembles real life. The Sons of Garmadon successfully attack the royal palace, and not only do they get what they need, the Mask of Deception, but also leave a pile of rubble and death in their wake. What makes this scene even more disturbing is who was behind this insane attack, and that someone is Princess Harumi, the king and queen's own daughter. She did it as revenge for not treating her properly and not wanting to become a princess. It was all part of a revenge plot against the ninja, even though we didn't know about it at the time. This scene also eerily resembles real-life terrorism attacks, like the one on September 11, 2001 by Al-Qaeda, or the one in France by ISIS. In the end, what do these attacks have in common? It shows that anyone, even the most unsuspecting individual, can be a monster inside.
When the ninja pursued a bounty hunter, Ronin, for the Sword of Sanctuary, he led them to the Caves of Despair. Inside this cave, the ninja found a skeleton. Kai believed this to be that of the first Spinjitzu master, but in reality, it was of Wu's first pupil, Moro, the Master of Wind. After being denied the identity of the Green Ninja, Moro was hellbent on proving Wu wrong and searched far and wide for the tomb of the first Spinjitzu master. In the Caves of Despair, where he believed this tomb was, he became trapped in a cave with a Cathanol geyser and was killed in the end. While not shown on screen, like many of the moments in this video, it can be regarded as a very disturbing Ninjago moment.
You just witnessed 5 more disturbing Ninjago moments. Now, if you want to visit Overlord 1469's channel, there will be a link in the description below. And if you want to see my first video on the topic, there will be a link to that as well. If there are any moments that I left out in the first 2 disturbing Ninjago moments videos, let me know in the comments so that perhaps I could make a 3rd edition. But until then, happy Halloween, and I hope you can rest easy tonight.